Hello lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel for those who have seen it before, and a very warm welcome to those who are new. Today's pick a card reading is on what's happening in September. 4 groups to choose from, group 1, 2, 3 and 4. Once you know your group number, please go down to the timestamp down below and click on it. It will take you directly to your reading. Enjoy, and just remember you have free choice and free will. You can change the outcomes. This is the most probable guideline of what is being picked up currently, where your vibration is at, but you do have free choice and free will as well. Enjoy, and I will see you shortly. Welcome back, group number 1. We have the 7 of Wands, the Hierophant, the 6 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands reversed, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles upright. The very first thing I feel that group number 1 are trying to do is they're trying to stay uplifted and positive, even though they feel like there's been some challenges here that they're working through. I actually feel like this could be somehow connected to their work and their lifestyle in general. It feels like they're trying to ascertain a balance here. They're trying to really elevate their energy so that they can raise above, say, the daily frustrations or something that has been causing a little bit of like that frustration of where they feel like it's maybe stopping them from getting the results that they desire. They're looking at different ways of managing the situation. So there's a reflective period coming in here for group number 1 for September, and it feels like meditating might be a really great way of shifting your vibration and shifting your energy a little. It feels like they're wanting to move forward here, say emotionally moving forward and not sort of staying sort of where they feel a little bit frustrated here. There feels like there's some guidance to come in here for them, not just this for today, but it feels like they're looking for some sort of support, or support is going to actually come in and help them make a shift here for them. It just feels like what has been transpiring feels like they're not getting the results that they would like fast enough, because we've got the Knight of Pentacles sort of reversed here, and that can sometimes be a little bit of a situation where then it can be a little bit sort of a burden here. What group number 1 is actually learning here, I think, is about balance here, because you've got the 2 of Pens here as well. So there's something about in their life that they're needing to create, I would say, more balance and structure here, so that I feel like opportunities can flow a little more here, which the universe is trying to give you. There is a helping hand coming here for group number 1, and it feels like the universe will give you, I think, some gifts here or some support here in probably ways that maybe you least expect it, but it's still having that gratitude that, you know, that the support has come in here as well. It feels like that their dreams might have felt like that some things have been put on hold, and it feels like their lifestyle feels like it's come to a grinding halt, and now they're trying to move it forward, which they will, but in different ways here, that they're going to find different ways to manage things here as well. It also feels like there's business opportunities that have just maybe been put on hold, but it's coming, it'll move forward in a period. Let me just see where the other deck of cards are. This is from the same pile, so we're going to get a little bit more on it. Let's see. Wow, so that's really good here too. So it just feels that all the reflection period that they're in at the moment is really going to pay off, and that it's going to actually give them some ideas and some unique original ideas here to be able to move forward on a business level or on a work level here, that will actually generate something that's going to be quite fulfilling and make them happy as well. But it just feels at the moment that there's that little bit of introspection coming in, managing some finer details of the life of maybe if they're feeling a little bit frustrated, or if they've been in a competitive field and they're just trying to find their own way through, moving their own way through here, navigating sort of like their own, connecting to their own sort of gifts and their individuality almost, to say, to some degree, which makes it unique for them with what they're going to do, where they'll get some really great tangible results here as well. Let's have a look. Here. There's some oracle. Good communications with group number 1 as well, where work is concerned. And great details, like they're quite equipped to move forward and do things. Let's have a look. Yep, trust your instincts to discern the truth from the situation. So it just feels like what group number 1 might be going through is that they've moved away from, say, situations that haven't been necessarily for, that's serving them in their highest good anymore. And that maybe that they've had to move away a little bit from a situation where a work arena was, or finance where they've been generating income from, to find out that it wasn't maybe what they thought it was going to be. And that they're tweaking it and moving forward. I don't feel anything will stop you from moving forward. It just feels like there's just been a little bit of a lesson there. But I will say that your instincts and your intuition has been correct on a situation. And I'll get one more. The cheetah. Get clear on your intentions. Stay focused more quickly to achieve your goal. So that's just saying that this goal with the magician here, because this is what predominantly is the outcome here, potential outcome if everything stays in alignment. But it feels like in the past there might have been a sense here of if there was competition and you're trying to tweak your goals and what you want to do, and just trying to feel your way or navigate your way through your situations. It just feels like that it will come through into fruition, but you need to be really clear, because I feel like the universe wants to give you something here that you've been asking for. But if we go into sort of like desire and we're feeling good about things, and then we get frustrated over a little thing, and then we get, and then it sort of throws a little bit of a, like where we have a little bit of a wobble, and then it feels like there's something that's sort of slightly knocked out of alignment, and then we're just constantly like putting ourselves back in alignment here. So you're learning on some level here for September is to navigate your way through if there has been competition, or if there has been something in the industry, maybe not to your liking, but you're wanting to move in a different direction of where it won't affect you anymore. And kind of like being original with what you do, even if it's in a competitive field, and putting your own unique take on it here, but to also create some balance in your lifestyle as well, to make sure that you eat well, that you know you're taking the best food that you can possibly have, and just nurturing yourself a little bit here as well. It just feels like you're on the throes of having a big breakthrough here, not to give up. Let's have a look. Yeah, it just feels like you've been learning about how to manage the challenges, maybe in an industry or in a particular type of lifestyle that you've been in, and you're learning to navigate your way through it without having some sort of like too much of an emotional attachment to it. That doesn't mean to say that you're being cold hearted or anything, but it just feels like in the past, if it's made it's sort of been a trigger or been a bit reactive here, it just simply feels here that you're learning to navigate through the challenges in a healthy way, and feeling more empowered definitely with it, because I feel like you'll find that something that I feel like you are very uniquely gifted at here will actually transpire. It just feels like you've just had to let go of a lot of what doesn't serve your growth to move forward here as well. I'm going to say symbology-wise, I think that birds are really significant to you. So it feels like if you're asking for a sign, blackbirds or birds. Let me just see what significant dates you have. Let's do this. So we'll pull out 3, maybe 4. So the 1st of September, the 3rd and the 4th. Let me just choose one more. And the 27th, I think, will be significant for you in terms of the dates in September here. It just feels like there's been a completional phase that's come in, and you're moving away from a situation that no longer serves your growth to allow yourself, it's like freeing yourself up to be able to really understand what you're capable of doing. And although there's been some challenges here on some level, the challenges and obstacles could be actually helping you clearly define the direction and the path that you want, because I feel like you're going to want something more here, which will drive you into getting the results that you want here. There's something about, maybe some of you are thinking of setting up a business or setting something up here, or setting up a project or something like that to get the results. So let's just see. Yeah, getting passionate. I'm going to say it's more like getting passionate about what you want to do and staying in alignment with it and staying focused and sort of not feeling like you're getting caught up in the hype if there's been competition here as well. And it's like you're learning really to navigate your life through just working through it and just getting those tangible results. Just hang in there, because it feels on some level that if there has been that sort of sense of feeling overwhelmed, and that it feels like with that inverted, it also says to me that some of the sticks are coming away, like some of the, he's got the staves there, and it feels like some of the burdens are going to become less for you of what you're feeling, and that's going to help you shift everything in a different space, because it feels like then there's more focus and clear thinking in what you want to do. So it's just more about, for group number 1, it might be just learning to stay in alignment with their goals and their dreams, not getting caught up in hype that's not helping them move forward to do with their goals. It's like not giving energy to things that are not working, or energy to any sort of thing that's not helping them be the best version of themselves. But the work side of things here, I feel like the magician will come up. I'm kind of getting the feeling that September is you sorting out what you want to do and navigating it so that you can start to set something up new here, but there is actually going to be some support here too for you, unexpected support that will help you, and that little bit of extra support then might help you drive these goals and ideas that you have, which can lead to success. That's what I have for you, group number 1. All the best. Sending you hugs. Welcome back, group number 2. We have the 8 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the 5 of Swords, the Strength card, the Sun, the Devil, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. And Teddy, my pussycat, has just come in and announced himself, so he might make an appearance again. So for group number 2, I feel... For group number 2, I feel that you're firing on all 8 cylinders. If we could say that there'd be 10 cylinders, you would be firing on that. Things are happening very rapidly. That's the best way I can describe it with the 8 of Wands here. And it just feels like there's a lot of drive and passion. It's not to lose your passion when there's a little minor hiccup or setback, just to keep yourself nicely in alignment. Here, I think group number 2 might be sorting out a little bit with a friend, or having to assert themselves with something there with a friend, but I just feel it's easily worked through. There's a lot of internal strength, optimism. It feels like you're freeing yourself up, that you're not allowing anything to stop you from achieving your goals or going for your goals. There's this go-get-'em attitude, which is really exciting. The Sun, although inverted, still feels pretty positive. It just feels like you might just want to balance the energies out here just a little with fun and work as well. But there's going to be, whatever you're doing, it is a way of life for you with your passion. So it just kind of feels like it's not just a job. It may not be just a job. It's actually a passion, a way of life for you. And you live by what you do. You, on some level, like you do practice what you preach here. It kind of feels here. There feels like there's lots of rewards. There's recognition to come in here. It feels Spirit saying that there's more of a community feeling here that's going to come in, and it's very uplifting and very inspiring. I actually feel like for group number 2, there's going to be so many swift opportunities that you have to decipher very quickly. The ones that feel like they're in alignment with you, and the ones that you feel like are in your heart space, that you feel like you really resonate with, that you'd like to do. There is something about learning here, but it can be also on the context of it may not necessarily always be the traditional like school learning. It could be that you're doing some sort of little course online here that you're feeling that you're getting a lot out of, but you're all fired up on all cylinders and just revving to go. Amazing opportunities are going to come to you. I just think that you've done a lot of work on yourself. It feels here the strength that you have. You're uplifting others to some degree for this month of September. It feels like you're feeling freer, definitely carefree, and definitely celebrating your life more as well. For some of those, as it's a general collective reading, I think for some of those there's something about the home environment coming in here where there's going to be more stability around the home environment, or moving to the perfect home, or doing something up with the home to make it resonate more with your energy and your vibration. There's opportunities with the Ace of Pentacles here to definitely earn what I'd say more, to generate more income, but it feels like it's ideas that you're doing yourself. It feels like that you're working with. I actually think because there's such a community feeling with group number 3, it feels like you might be collaborating on some level with other people, and there's a lot of success here with that. It feels like it's, as I said, the lifestyle that you have, it feels like whatever you do, it is a way of lifestyle for you. You practice what you preach here, and it just feels like there's amazing opportunities that will come in as well. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I feel like music and dancing and fun and joy, there's a lot of joy and fun that comes in here as well. It feels like they're the helpers of the planet, the carers of the planet here in what they do, but they also love to enjoy their life as well while they do it. Let me just see what the advice is coming up here. This feels exciting for group number 2. Okay, you've got extraordinarily gifted in intuition. So it says here, use both your intuition and your intellect to solve a problem to get the answers to a question. So that might be relating back to, say, a person here, whether it's a business or work or opportunity or area, or a personal thing with a friend. But it feels like you're being asked to use your logic and your intuition with it. As well. I actually think that you're blessed and gifted with intuition and intellect here with group number 2. So it just feels like, as I said, that you've done a lot of the hard work, and I feel like you're going to be getting those tangible results in September with what you want to do with your life, because there's opportunities that have come almost like unexpected opportunities that, but I feel very welcome opportunities. You've connected to almost, I'm going to say, like your soul tribe here, and I feel like there's a lot of support, and a lot of those people in the soul tribe are similar to what you do in your vibration, where your work and your way of life is. And as I said, there's a really strong community feeling here of support, help, and helping on some level. Let's have a look. People, healing. Okay, and I said before, rhythm and dance and that. So express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. So I feel like there might be getting your groove on, vibing with other people, music, whether it's online that you do it, or I feel here drumming, that sort of thing, or just listening to the music. It could be beautiful music from other cultures that you kind of get into. But there's definitely something about self-expression and following your heart, and you're dreaming of the life that you want and living the life that you want. Here for September, it feels like there's been a lot of amazing shifts come in for you so that you can manifest it. You're manifesting the life that you want literally here as we speak. So it feels like, as I said, whatever you do, it's a way of life. So whether or not you work with manifestation or not, it just feels like you're dreaming it and creating it the way that you want to see, because you've done a lot of work on yourself and you're getting the results now as well. And I love the fact that there's a freedom here. There, that group number 2, uplift souls too. You know, there's an upliftment here, which feels really nice with other people, helping your friends and loved ones and others. Yeah, it feels like the victory that I think is coming in for you, because there is definitely victory here for you. It feels like, as I said, you've done all the work. So this is saying you've done a lot of the groundwork. You've done a lot of having to clarify and sort out and build and put a lot of energy into it. And I actually now feel like the victory will, if it's slow and it's victorious, it feels like it's because it's longer lasting, which I get, it's such a great feeling. It's like you've, you know, worked really hard and you're going to get those results now come in, which is fantastic. And for some of those, as I said, happy home environment, and that could be, it is a general collective reading. So for those, it could be for those who are wanting to marry or be in relationships, or maybe there's pregnancies there. For the other half, I would say that it's like birthing new ideas or having, you know, your dreams and that come into fruition here as well. There's lots of different little ways with that. Let me just see what dates. I'll give them a bit more of a mix up. Really significant. The 6th of September will be significant. The 30th. Oh, we've got 2 here. The 7th and the 9th will be significant for you here as well. I also feel like for group number 2, there's a lot of healing and love and joy. It feels very joyful. They feel like very joyful souls, that they're stepping into they've stepped into their personal power. They're doing that, you know, you're actually, you know, achieving your soul purpose here and getting the results here as well. So don't worry if the victory has been slow, because it actually feels like it's longer lasting here for you, and that's what you want. And it feels like it creates new opportunities, beautiful community feeling here, and success. That's what I have for you, group number 2, sending you lots and lots of hugs and all the best. Hello, group number 3. Welcome back. The very first thing that comes up here, and I will get to the spread in a sec, was that you're finding your worth. You're finding how much you value yourself and how much you love yourself. Now I'm going to just do the outlay of the cards. The 5 of Pentacles comes up, the 2 of Swords reverse, the 10 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the Knight of Wands, 7 of Wands, the High Priestess inverted upside down, and the 9 of Cups. I actually think that there's something to do with a relationship situation here that may not have gone according to plan, that some of you may, as it's a general collective reading, may have had to have tried your best. Something may not have worked here, and that you've decided that to take time away or to move forward on another path with a person here. For those, yeah, it just feels like there's been a sense of trying to create the balance or trying to work the balance out with a person here that felt like they don't have the same, maybe the values as what maybe you have, or the same goals in terms of the relationship and where you felt like it was going to go. The 5 of Pence also indicates a little bit about that sense of discord around maybe some sort of financial security here. But if this person was to look up, there's actually Pentacles on the door here. It's like it only feels like a temporary feeling. So for group number 3, there's temporary setbacks, but they're freeing themselves up with the 8 of Cups, which is meaning they're walking away from a situation that no longer clearly serves their growth. And they know that they're heading in a better direction by doing that, because they've actually exhausted the opportunities here that they've tried. And by doing that, it feels like they're freeing themselves up more to be who they truly are, reconnecting to their authentic self. It will take a little bit of time. There is a little bit of patience here. There's been a situation, I think, around that relationship might have taken a lot of time up. You might have put a lot of energy into it, and now you're having to sort of nurture yourself a little bit and put that energy back into your life and where you're at, to create that balance here. There is a person, I say a fire sign, potential fire sign person that comes up here that feels like it's that they're significant to you, but it also feels like you're trying to ascertain getting the passion back in your life here. To some degree as well. As I said, you're really understanding and learning a lot about yourself, how much you value yourself here, and how much you love yourself, which inevitably I feel like once you're sort of transitioning through this period here, it feels like it's like the passion, you reconnect to the passion, you reconnect to the intuition again, and then you have the wish card about whatever hasn't transpired here, whatever you've had to sort of take a step away from. For some, I'm going to say it could have been a relationship. For others, it could have been a job or something that has generated some sort of something regular that you're familiar with, like a job on some level or a career. But it feels like once you've walked away, you start to reconnect with who you are. You've walked away, something hasn't worked out. And when you reconnect with who you are, you've actually got the wish card here, and it's actually saying the universe is going to give you more than what you thought you could possibly have. But this has been a really massive learning curve here for you in terms of valuing yourself, and really understanding what maybe if there was sort of like living in your comfort zone, it's like it feels like you, on some level, whatever has felt like it's been taken, it feels like when you realize if it was your comfort zone that you've got so much more potential here that you'll tap into, that feels on some level that this is actually going to be better than what this was that you felt like you lost anyway, if that makes sense at all. Hopefully it does. So it feels like here, whatever you feel is lost, it's temporary here, whether it's a relationship or job, because it feels like it's come up both for some, like it's either one or the other or both. But it feels like giving you a little bit of time, reconnecting to who you are, putting that energy that you put, instead of putting it into something that wasn't working, you're putting it into something that is going to be more beneficial for you. And that helps you grow and evolve as a person. I think that there's a little bit of discretion, I think, that you're going to be using here. I think in terms of either ideas or love. Here it feels, and what I mean by that, it's like I feel like you may not be ready to do the big reveal when you do meet another person here. For the month of September, it feels like you're really letting go of August. You're really wanting to say goodbye to it to allow like new beginnings and something new here to come in. I'm going to say that group number 3 might have an interest from the past come back as well that might want to reconcile, but you're keeping a little quiet on it here until you're really sure of what, if it has something that's, can grow and evolve and be substantial with here as well. So I feel like the goals and everything that has sort of like, if there has something that has sort of, gone astray or hasn't worked out or feeling that loss here, it feels like the universe is going to give you more here. Once you reconnect with who you are, once you reconnect with your passions, once you feel like you can be yourself again and be your true, authentic, beautiful self here, and not feel like you're having to worry about maybe what other people think, because you're loving yourself and you're not going to care what other people think about. It's like you're not going to be weighed down by other people's perceptions. You're just going to be your beautiful, authentic self here. And of course, with that, the 9 of Cups comes with success, which is beautiful. And I'm going to say a wish, a goal, a dream, your dreams and your goals can come into fruition. It might just mean that it's going to come in a different way than maybe what you expected, because this was a little bit of a karmatic lesson. You were having to learn something here, but once you learn the wisdom here, and that's, I think, valuing yourself, loving yourself, and not judging yourself or not thinking how other people will see you if there was a loss or if there was something that didn't work out in a marriage or relationship or job. It feels like you're just going to start to reconnect with who you are in a really strong sense. You just need to get this intuition, learning to trust your intuition again will help you a lot too. because I feel like you have been very intuitive, but for some reason maybe you're putting a lot of energy into something that wasn't serving the growth in the way that you would like it to. I think that for group number 2 people, there might, group number 3, there might be a choice of, there might have been a choice of 2 people that comes up here too, and that you may have chosen to walk away from one. Now, the other thing is that I'm seeing here is someone about work here, that they might have had to leave work, or work hasn't worked out here. But it feels like there's opportunities here for everything to start to come into fruition. It's like the universe is saying, if this wasn't for your high school, if you weren't loving yourself enough here, and you were attracting a certain type of person that wasn't able to love you the way that you want, I feel like the universe wants you to receive that love here with someone, but it feels like you just need to let go and let go of what isn't serving you growth, and trust a little more. It just feels like if you've been really too open or too honest, and that it might be that you're not ready to do the big share with people until you've actually secured something more here. But I actually feel like I feel like the universe is trying to give you something that you want. So if it's your heart's desire and it is love, I feel you've got the wish card here, which is saying that something can come into fruition. I am doing a love spread for you with these cards, because these are on relationships specifically. Yeah, it felt like maybe you had a person in your life and you helped them a little bit. Maybe that you felt they were either not quite broken, but just that they needed that sort of kindness. And let's have a look. It feels like there's someone that you think about from maybe the past a little bit, that you're curious about. Yeah, I feel like for some of you that there is definitely like a walking away of a situation in love that hasn't worked out, and wants to happen after that. And I feel like the new person comes in. It's like I feel like when you meet this other person, you'll understand then a little more about maybe the timing and why it had to happen in a certain way. Because it feels like if we didn't deal with the situation here, this person may not be able to come in. It just feels like there's that, the universe knows what it's doing, and we just got to trust it a little bit more. I kind of get a sense with that saying our love story. I feel like there's a finishing here in the first line with someone that clearly isn't working, but I feel like maybe you've known this person before, or it feels like this person might be waiting in the wings a little bit here for you. But it's just not appropriate if you were with someone else. So I feel like maybe they're just waiting to see, what you do in the relationship with the other person, which I feel will be walking away from, and then finding this person here that I feel like will be like a bit of a soulmate energy, or a really strong connection here as well. So what I'll do now is I'll just pull out two here. Practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. So what I feel like that's saying to me is that if you've had like you might be changing your appearance somehow, and just sort of, doing things that you normally wouldn't do, but you just, if you've had that sort of separation or walked away from a situation, you're just, reconnecting with who you are by maybe changing your appearance and, shopping for some new clothes or doing something like that, making you feel good. I feel like you're also going to be called to provide a leadership role that you're very capable of doing. And I think that if you stayed in this situation here, these opportunities here wouldn't come into fruition. And I feel like on some level, I feel like you'll see this has been a blessing, because I feel like the universe wants to give you so much more, group number 3. It feels so exciting, particularly when you have the wish card there. Yeah, it just feels like you're going to have some sort of guidance come in here that I feel will guide you. I feel like maybe there's something about having faith in the universe again, or feeling like you're protected and that you're being guided down a certain path here. And it just feels like you're looking at connecting to like a little bit of a soul purpose here that you're wanting to do, that you're wanting to fulfill here, because of the Akashic records here about, where do I fit in? What am I meant to do if this didn't work out? who am I, what am I kind of thing. And I really think that once you reconnect with who you are and you're connecting to your beautiful self, I actually feel like, as I said, that wish card is really lovely. So it feels like in that 9th month, you'll be rediscovering and putting yourself back on the path, so to speak, if some of those felt like they were off the path a little bit, or thought that they want to change it up a little bit and have something more come out of their life. So the 23rd will be significant for September, the 29th, the 31st, and the 13th here. So 13th, 31st, 29th, and 23rd, those dates I think will be significant for you. I just think for group number 3, I feel like you're right bang in the middle of transitioning, understanding your worth, understanding what you're capable of doing, that you've actually got opportunities here for those who are career minded to take on a job that requires you to step up, and it'll be very rewarding and quite fulfilling for you. And I think that you'll be trusting your intuition and your gut more, and sort of not feeling like you're doing what's expected of what you're doing, or people pleasing. You're really following your own heart and not letting anyone sort of stop you from doing what you feel is right for you. You've got the wish card, which is all about fulfillment and dreams coming true. It just feels like you've just letting go a little bit of here for maybe the first part of September, to allow all these amazing opportunities to come in here. All the best, group number 3. Sending you lots of hugs. Welcome back, group number 4. We have the 2 of Cups, the World, the Chariot, 3 of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and 2 of Wands. So I think the first thing is that you've been setting something up here. I feel like your group number 4 are the visionaries of the groups here, and you're expanding with what your goals and dreams and desires are. Lots of overseas activity comes up here with the expansions. Because there's a lot of 1s, 2s, and 3s, I'm going to say that you've got new ideas and goals and dreams, and you're taking your steps 1, 2, and 3, if that makes sense, to set something up to get the results from it. It's like you're in a really clear plan and direction of where you want to go with what you want to do here, and it feels like you're like a force to, that you're driving this on some level and pushing it and propelling it to go forward. Definitely expansion that comes in here with really clear clarity. There's a lot of clarity on your passions and your goals and your dreams that you want to do, and that you're building something here that's going to have like tangible results. So I feel like you might have like your 2-year plan or your 3-year plan in place here, and that you're looking at, with the 1s, it's like setting up, there's some sort of new, you've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords here and the Ace of Cups. So there's a lot of new beginnings that are happening, and that you're just starting to get really passionate about your goals and your ambitions. And I definitely keep feeling like a lot of overseas, like connecting to a lot of overseas activity or wanting to travel here, that comes into it really nicely as well. As I said, there's strong visionary energy here, like you've got the foresight to see direction of where you want to go as well. And there could even be like collaborations here or partnerships here that feels like you're collaborating with other people and getting really nice results here. I feel like working on this opportunity where there's some sort of connection with travel or overseas or expanding, it feels like it brings in other opportunities for you that you're really passionate about, and seeing the results and working on other ideas. I actually think that there's going to be a lot of opportunities and projects and that sort of thing here for you that you're working on, which feels exciting. Let's have a look. And just having the patience to be able to work through, because you've got the 2. So there's been like a little bit of like a waiting period for you here with the, so there might have been some having to be patient, but you've actually got the expansion with the 2 3s coming in here. So it feels like there's lots of opportunities. I'm going to say opportunities come knocking at your door. Very, I'm going to say innovative and maybe creative, and really passionate about what you do. Make a stand for what you believe in and go for what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. As I said, visionaries feel to me like they're a little bit more in the lead. They don't follow, they take the lead, they like to lead. So it feels like you might be sort of exploring expansions here that people ordinarily may not do, and they might question it. But I feel like you're kind of either setting a trend here or in your own unique way. Much on the visionary side of things that you actually know what you want and you're dreaming it. And if something hasn't been done before or hasn't had that take on it before, I feel like you're just doing it the way that you feel is right for you, irrespective of what other people irrespective of what other people might see. They may not just have the same vision as you, or they can't sort of see the results of maybe how you would get things done, because they're a different person to you, and you've got the ambition and the drive, and you've already got the goal in hand and the work that you've put into it before. So it just feels like you're a little bit more on the pioneering side of things maybe sometimes, and a little bit more innovative. And so I would be saying just share it with the people that respect that, because I don't feel like you want any other energy sort of to not bring it down, but not understand it, because I feel like you only want to, you're only sharing it with people who I feel would be uplifting and supportive as well. You do whatever you're doing, you don't need approval. You know you don't need approval from other people. You're just doing it. You're following your heart here, which is really beautiful, and building something. Okay, so I think for these amazing visionaries, it's like music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. So it just feels like the beach, the water, might be significant to these people. Music, whether it is, as the card says, either like playing an instrument or doing something in the healing, or listening to, maybe it's like podcasts, that sort of thing, and getting inspired that way. I feel like group 4 are also kind of inspirational. As I said, very forward thinking, very innovative, very pioneering here, which is sort of really exciting, because it feels like you've got this ambition and this goal and this such clear clarity on what you want to do, that the Chariot is like that driving force that just like you're going to be making it happen here, because it feels like you're bringing everything into alignment, and you have that maybe faith, that unwavering faith in your abilities, which is amazing, because it feels like you're going to help a lot of people with whatever you do here, whether it's fun and exciting. I have to excuse my pussycat, he's just having a tantrum, he's scratching furniture, if you can hear him. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's something very like you're grounding everything, and being really grounded in your abilities to foresee what you want to do, and you're working out, you've nutted out the nuts and the bolts of things here. It feels like if there's anything that comes up that might be a bit of a challenge, it's certainly saying that it's almost like you're saying bring it on, because I know it's going to improve the situation, or improve my goals, or improve my ambition in what I want to do, and I'm excited because I want to move forward and grow and evolve. So you're not afraid of challenges, you're not afraid of change. It feels like you're constantly evolving and changing here, that leads you to where the success is, but still being grounded with it as well. I actually feel like you've got, on some level, the universe is saying you've either worked off a lot of your karma, not that I believe it's good or bad, but it just feels like that there's something here where it feels like in the past, if you've had past situations not work out for you, I actually think it's because you have all this potential, which now you're actually doing here, where it says you're not minding about what people think, or perhaps there were situations in the past with work where it might have been judged if you wanted to sort of think outside the box a little, or you had a unique way of looking at things here. But it just feels like you're leaving your competitors behind. You're in almost like, I'm going to say, you're creating a league of your own here, because it's so pioneering and so forward thinking here, that you'll get these amazing results as well. Do one more. Yeah, and you're not afraid of like an adventure here either, because these are very adventurous cards. So you're loving your life, you're flowing with your life, you've got these goals and ambitions. I think that your passions will lead you to different places on some level, or I'm going to say exotic places, or beautiful places that, or beautiful countries, I'm going to say, that feels amazing here as well. It feels like you're ready. It feels like you're setting up with whatever you're passionate about. You can do anywhere in the world with your goals and your dreams. That's the best way I can describe it. So whether or not it's an online thing or just whatever it is, it just feels like it's setting it up. There's going to be results. There's going to be two different ways of managing it on some level here. It feels like you're definitely pioneering. Some people, it almost feels like you're, as you keep working with this really beautiful high vibration, there will be some people around you that may not understand or may not be able to match that vibration. And it feels like you're now sort of initiating the right people to give you the right support here, and vice versa, you'll support them. It feels like there's a lot of shifts and changes, that there's a lot of people, I think, to come into your life. I don't know if that means in the literal sense or if it means over the net here, but it just feels like whatever you're doing, it feels like there's so much drive and ambition and passion here, and feeling really confident in your own abilities here, which feels great. Okay, significant dates for you is the 20th of September. Okay, the 8th of September. Yeah, you've got the surprise blank one I put here. So I feel like there's an extra surprise coming in here for you, an extra gift or surprise with what your goals are going to be. I think you're going to reach something with a goal here that's going to open up new opportunities here for you. And the last one was the 19th of September. So I actually feel like you feel like you're right on par with it. It feels like if there's been any other sort of challenges that have come in, you really have that right mind frame and that right attitude to really drive it forward. And it's like, I feel like you're not giving energy to things that are not helpful. You know how to let things go and move forward. You're just really moving forward in a direction of where I feel it's going to be quite empowering and uplifting and helping other people. That's what I have for you, group number 4. Oh my gosh, sending you lots of hugs. All the best.